Hello?
Hi, can I speak to please?
This is speaking. Who is this?
Hey, man, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Jubal?
Yeah, Jubal. I host a radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay.
How you doing today?
I'm all right. Is this business related?
Yeah, loosely. It kind of is.
Very loosely.
You recently actually went out on a date with somebody who works for your company?
So this is not business related.
Well, I mean, it sort of is. You guys work in the same industry, and you went out on a date. Yeah. So
honestly, I don't really feel comfortable discussing this. It's a private matter.
I know, but if I can just ask you like a couple questions, because she's just curious. She won't tell us her real name.
You have to understand, I have no idea who you are, and I can't really answer a bunch of personal questions here.
I know, but let me tell you this: you're anonymous right now, and she's anonymous too. She hasn't even given us her real name. We know her as Nikki.
What do you mean that I'm anonymous? I don't understand that.
We beeped your name out of this, so nobody will hear your name. I just have a couple questions for you, and then we'll let you go.
What are your questions? Because I can't really tell you a whole lot.
So this girl, Nikki, that's what we know her by. I'm sure you know her as another name. She told us about how you guys were very flirty at work, and then you ended up going out on a date and kind of spent the night together. And since then, you got transferred to like a different office, and now she can't get a hold of you. And she wants to know if she did something wrong.
No. I mean, that's the short answer. She did not do anything wrong, and she should not feel like she did do anything wrong.
Okay, is there anything that I can tell her? Or is there a reason that you haven't reached out to her?
Yes, there is a reason. I guess you could tell her that and just let her know that it's not her fault, and that this situation, I guess, is evolving. That's all I can really say.
That is so vague. Oh my gosh, I would be going crazy if I were her right now.
So, do you like her?
I mean, this is absolutely anonymous, yes?
Yes, I promise you we will not divulge your name or any information about you. We strictly just want to know about the relationship between you two.
Okay. Yes, I like her.
Good. Okay, so what's the problem then?
Wait, can you guys relay a message to her? Is that cool?
Yeah, that's the whole point.
I'll tell her whatever, man.
I'll tell her whatever you want me to tell her.
You can tell her not to worry and just explain that I was a bit careless in the way that we initially communicated.
Wait,
what
is that?
And she'll understand that.
Well, now I want to know. Because didn't you just ask her out on a date, and then you guys went on a date, and then it, had a really fun night?
It was a situation where we communicated via email, and we should not have communicated via email because we were using work emails.
Oh, so you got busted.
Yes, basically.
Oh.
I was sort of in a position where I was being vetted for a promotion, and therefore the server was being monitored, and they raised that as a red flag, and it was a very serious issue, and actions were taken, and hopefully that those actions sort of satisfied my superiors, and everything is fine now.
That's
that
crazy.
sucks.
So did you get transferred because you got caught hooking up with Nikki?
No, not because of that. I elected to get transferred as a way of sort of appeasing my superiors. There was a question of whether or not I would be fit for the promotion, and that was sort of a bargaining chip that I used. And I was not happy about having to do that, but that was sort of the one thing that could get them off my tail.
Why can't you just tell her that?
Right.
Because we still work in the same company. To continue communicating would be a disregard of the contract that I have with my superior.
So they transferred you and then told you couldn't contact her.
We work at the same company, and I have to respect that.
I hope you called your boss a C block.
Well, you can't even email her on her personal email account. That's crazy.
Honestly, I don't want to take any chances. I was told by my superiors that I was not supposed to contact her, and although we're not in the same branch, she's not on my team anymore. It's inappropriate for us to continue communicating.
That is so dumb, man.
So you want me to tell her that your boss has found out, transferred you to another place, and told you never to talk to her again? So
no, don't say that to her. Just let her know that I am currently seeking a new job, so that may change shortly.
What? Oh. You're going to find a new job just so you can date her?
I would like to. That's the hope, is that I could find a similar position and then we could resume everything. Yeah, that's the hope.
Wow. All right.
Awesome.
I can't tell her that.
But you said you could pass a message on for me.
I can. I'm just not going to say it to her because you actually already did. She's on the other line listening to this conversation and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yeah. Nikki, are you there?
Hi. Oh my God.
Hi.
Hi.
Yes. I'm a little taken off guard here.
Oh my God. I had no idea. First of all, I'm really sorry that happened, but you don't have to look for another job. That's absurd.
I mean, I can't even believe that you're on the radio. I mean, did you listen to the entire thing? Have you been listening?
I did listen to the entire thing, yeah.
Okay.
I didn't have any other way to get in touch with you. I kept calling and texting.
Right. Well, I guess now you know why.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to blow you off.
I appreciate that. I'm really flattered. I really am, but I feel uncomfortable about you quitting a job. We went on one date. Like, that's not a reason to quit your job so that you can continue to date me. Like, that's crazy. It's a really good promotion.
What are you doing?
It is a good promotion, but it's also a situation where I do like you, and it would be nice to at least see where that could go. And if I could find something that was similar, I'd be willing to do
Yeah, but
that.
you love this company. Like, why?
I do. You're right. I do love the company. But I could also love another company, and I think if I could have both, then that would be desirable.
Nikki, I'm so confused. Why are you trying to talk him out of this?
Because what if then it doesn't work out? Like, what if then it doesn't work out and you quit your job for me? Because we went on one date and it was really fun.
That's...
I feel weird about that.
I understand that, but, I'm not going to take some huge pay cut and do some crazy thing. But, honestly, I think if this is something that we could explore, then why not do it? If I could find something that's interesting. And, I mean, it's a risk, but it's a risk that I'm really willing to take if I get to date you.
Aww.
That's very sweet. That's very sweet.
Do you have any prospects right now, or you just started the job search?
I've started the job search, and I have a few leads. I'll say that.
Well, that's good.
Dude, Nikki, I mean, he sounds pretty dreamy. And you were, like, super into him before you heard about this.
I mean, I am really, really into him. I don't know what to say. I can't believe that this is what it is. Like, this is the reason. I don't know what to do. Like, it feels like this is, I don't know, it feels weird. I don't know. And nice.
Very nice.
You got a guy who's willing to quit his job for you.
I know.
I mean, listen, I'll take the lead on figuring all that out. You don't have to worry about it. Let me handle that, and then after things change, we can definitely be in touch. So I would like that.
All right. Well, I have to ask this because it's a second date update. We already kind of know the answer, but would you like to go out on a second date? We will pay for it, but not until you have new employment.
I would like that very much.
Yes!
right.
Awesome!
So cute. Will you keep us up to date on how it goes?
Yes.
All right. Well, it's a successful second date update then. Congratulations, you guys.
Thank you.
Hello?
Hi, I was looking for Trevor.
This is Trevor. What do you got?
Trevor, how are you, man? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
What is that?
That is a radio show.
Jubal is your name?
Yes, it is. How are you?
I'm great. Good morning. What can I do for
Good
you?
morning. Well, I actually have a question about a date that you went on. One of our listeners emailed us about you. And I'll just get to brass tacks. I can tell you're a business kind of guy.
Yeah, he straight to the point here.
Okay, whatever. Do what you need to do.
All right. So here's the deal. You recently went out with a girl named Heather. You remember going out with Heather?
I do remember going out with Heather, yes. Why are you asking me about it now?
Well, because Heather emailed us saying that after your date, which was the most romantic date she's ever been on, by the way, after your date, you stopped texting her, and she's wondering why.
Wow. That's a real grown-up move there, Heather.
What? Wait, I don't get it. Like, are you upset by that? Are you being sarcastic, or?
That she emailed the radio station to complain about why I'm not calling her after our date?
It wasn't a complaint.
Not to complain about it. She's just, like, in the dark. She doesn't know why you stopped talking to her.
Well, all I can say is I'm good there.
You're good there.
What? Wait, you're telling me that you're good there and you put that much effort into a first date?
We talked to Heather, and she told us about the date you took her on, the private meal on a rooftop with all of her favorite foods made by private chefs.
Yeah.
That's a lot to do for a lady.
That's kind of just what I do.
That's what you do on all your first dates?
No, it's just kind of what I do in life. It's little details are important, and if you can ace the details, then you're going to ace the test.
Okay,
so
it's not a test.
So this wasn't even that crazy of a first date for you.
For me, no.
For her,
it was. For her, yes.
Right. Okay.
But I knew it would be that way, and it was all by design.
You knew it would be that way.
I'm confused. The way she described you, you were charming, you were romantic, and right now you're coming off as kind of a smug a-hole.
Well, you call me in the middle of my business day in a situation like this, I'm not going to be particularly happy about it.
Whoa.
All right.
Okay,
so we can get you on the
understand that.
phone as quick as possible if you wouldn't mind just telling us why you're not wanting to talk to her.
Look, we had a lovely time, and I got what I wanted out of the date.
What?
You get what you wanted out of it, but you didn't even kiss her at the end. What did you want out of it?
A dinner?
If you must know, I did it for a business deal.
What?
You did it for a business deal going out with her.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I sometimes do business with her father,
Yeah, she told us that.
and sometimes in a deal, the numbers can all line up and it can all look great, but it's really the personal touch that closes. And this guy clearly had a soft spot for his daughter. She was a good-looking gal. He mentioned that it might be a good idea that I date her, so I called her up and I took her on the best date of her life.
Oh,
So you're telling me that you
dude.
used her as a stepping stone in your little effing career?
I'm not saying that, no, but I will tell you that 2 days later I closed the deal.
You are oh my.
So,
Once the money comes
so
in.
you took her out just to close a deal with her father.
Not just to close the deal. We had a nice time. She had a nice time, I'm sure. It wasn't a wasted night in her life.
Yes, it was.
dude.
You were texting her afterwards, and you couldn't wait to see her again. You played with her emotions. You totally let her on. You're a total.
Jeez, Brooke.
Look, you can call me names all you want, but I'm just being honest with you guys. You called me, and I'm the one closing multi-million-dollar deals on a regular basis.
Whoa.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you didn't have
great.
to, like...
Use
I mean,
people.
couldn't you just go, yeah, sure, I'll go out with your daughter and take her on a regular date and not try to be super romantic about it?
So I should take her on a date?
Or,
I guess-
hey, I don't know. Maybe you just don't use his daughter at all, and you're actually a good businessman, and you make a deal without having to use somebody's daughter in the process of it.
Listen, sweetheart, in business, you do whatever you need to do to close the deal, okay? I close the deal. The day that you're doing things like that, you can come talk to me, but I'm the one who knows my business.
Good look.
And by the way, her dad offered her up,
She's
so I'm going
not
to take advantage of that.
a bonus structure, you asshole.
Dad's fault.
You are an asshole. He didn't offer me up. Oh my god.
Oh.
Boy.
Yeah.
All right, what's going on here?
Trevor, that's Heather. She's actually on the other line listening and wanted to talk to you.
Brooke.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it is.
You f***ing used me. You took me on this romantic dinner. You told me all these things that you loved about me, how you wanted to see me again. Like, what the hell was that? That was...
And you had a great time, right?
Yeah, I had a great time because I believed you really liked me.
I do like you, Heather, but that doesn't mean I'm going to marry you. That doesn't mean that we're obligated to have anything beyond that night.
Oh, man.
You are the biggest ass I have ever met in my entire life. I've never met someone as awful as you. Ever.
I don't really have much of a response to that. All I can say is that at the end of the day, ask yourself this question. Were you going home with me if I asked you?
No.
I saw the look in your eye at the end of the night. If I wanted to take you home with me, I 100% could have. And I didn't. I didn't even kiss you. I respectfully ended the night with you. So when it comes down to it, I was a true gentleman, no matter what you might think about.
Really? Really? You were a gentleman by wasting my time just to get a business deal with my father.
At what point did I sign a contract with you that gave me any obligation with you whatsoever?
You have an obligation just to be a good human being. Like, life is not business. You don't do this to people.
I never once treated you unkindly or disrespectfully until you called the radio station trying to call me out.
He's right.
Yeah.
No, he's not right.
He didn't
It's
treat her
totally-
badly when they went out.
He treated her like an object, okay? Whether he said it to her face or not, that's as disrespectful as you freaking get.
He was nice about it.
Oh my God, you guys are idiots.
I'd like to go out on a nice
but then
date.
you stopped texting me completely. So I don't really think that that's treating me well. Do you? Just leaving somebody hanging like that after taking them on an amazing date? You couldn't even just be honest and be like, actually, I went out with you to close the deal. Like, I might have even respected that a little more, but I had to call a radio station and get them to talk to you. Give me a break. I'm going to tell my dad to pull the deal with you. Like,
Well, it's a little late to pull the deal. Deal's closed, so it's not going to happen.
Dude, Trevor, how do you have like zero remorse whatsoever?
You know, I might feel a little bad about it, but when I open my bank account, I feel pretty good about how my business is going.
Oh my God, you narcissistic.
I feel sorry for you because you may say you have a bunch of money and you love your business, but you have no heart and no soul, and I pity you. You're going to end up alone.
Look, you never would have known about any of this if you hadn't done this bull thing that you're doing right now.
I would have still been
You
wondering.
could have had the fantasy for the rest of your life of the guy that you could have had, and whatever happened to him. Well, we sure had a nice time that night.
Why not try to have another nice time? Trevor, would you like to go out on a second date with Heather? I know you have money, but we'll pay for it.
Please don't even offer that. I don't want to go.
Are you sure?
You know what, Heather? I think there's another deal that might be good for your dad in a couple of months, so maybe we just wait until then.
Oh my God, you did not.
Oh, Trevor, I can guarantee you my dad will not be doing any more deals with you.
Trevor, thank you for being brutally honest with us.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Oh my God, I'm angry.
Heather, I'm sorry you had to find out that you were just a pawn in his game of trying to get some business done with your dad.
Yeah.
I guess it goes to show you don't listen to your dad anymore.
That's a good point.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Renee, please?
This is her.
Hey, what's up, Renee? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
What?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
The radio?
Well, I'm a person. But yes.
I love you guys. I listen to you guys all the time.
Oh,
Really?
that's awesome,
Okay.
Renee.
Well, yeah,
Thank
this
you.
is the radio show. It is Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Oh my gosh.
Well, if you listen to us all the time, then you probably heard a second date update before, right?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Wait, you guys are calling me about a date that I went on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't been on any dates with anyone.
Oh, all right. Well, that kind of answers the question for us then, because Darren, who I guess is your buddy, thought that maybe you were on a date the other day.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm so embarrassed.
Well, he emailed us because he said that when you guys went out, he thought it turned into a date.
Oh.
And then he told us about how he tried to kiss you and you turned him down, and then he left and you haven't talked to him since.
Yeah, it's just kind of awkward.
So you never really liked Darren in that way, is what you're saying?
I mean, he's cute. I've always thought Darren was cute, but what did he tell you guys?
Well, he said that you guys went out to see a play and then went back to your place, and then that's when he started feeling like you guys were on a date because you made him dinner and then gotten like your sleeping stuff and then put a blanket over you guys and watched a movie. It all sounded very date-ish to me.
I mean, yeah, all that happened, but at first it was just friends hanging out.
Oh, so wait. You mean at first, like, you had intentions at some point, your intentions switched from friends to something else?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh,
Okay,
really?
so you guys were both on the same page at some point.
We were having fun, and I was just kind of going with things. At some point, I thought this could be a date.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So why aren't you calling him back then?
Oh my gosh. Things got so awkward at the end of the night.
Okay.
Wait, during the kiss? Like, you didn't want to kiss him? That's when it got awkward?
I can't believe he told you about that.
Oh, my God.
It's not embarrassing for you. It's embarrassing for him because you shot him down big time, it sounds like.
Well, it was just so awkward. We were watching this movie, and the family dog had just died.
What?
And it was a Shih Tzu like I used to have when I was a kid, and I started crying. And then he just, like, put his hand on my face in this weird way.
Oh, my God.
I don't, it was just such a weird way and time to kiss someone.
Oh, he didn't know.
Wait, and then, so he kissed you when you were crying over the death of the dog in the movie?
Yes.
Did he notice that you were crying?
Obviously, he didn't. I mean, who tries to kiss someone after a dog just dies in a movie?
Hey, I don't know what his thing is. You know, that could be his thing.
No.
Oh, that's not a thing.
I know who does know, Renee.
Oh my gosh, I forgot. Is he on the phone right now?
Yes, he is.
Oh,
Hey, Renee.
oh, hey, Darren.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay, so, yeah, bad timing on my part.
yeah.
To say the least.
To be fair, as soon as I saw you in what you were wearing, I wasn't even paying attention to the movie. And I didn't know that a dog died in that movie.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, a dog died in that movie right before you tried to kiss me. There was a
Yeah.
child crying.
Yeah, I feel really bad. I had no idea that you were kind of in an emotional place when I did that.
Darren.
God.
So I guess now we can understand why she was like, no, don't kiss me. Don't kiss me.
Yeah, it definitely makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah. Well, I feel kind of bad now because I haven't been responding to your text messages.
I know, I'm wondering that too. I mean, like, yeah, bad timing on a kiss, but it's not a reason not to call somebody back.
It was just so weird and so awkward. I just didn't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what would be really cool? If you gave me a second chance,
Oh,
maybe we got together and watched another movie. This time, maybe it could be Beethoven. The dog lived the whole time.
That's a good idea.
See, observant. He is observant.
Renee, would you like to go out on another date with Darren? We'll pay for it.
Come on.
I would. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Really?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, and this will be a date the whole way through?
The whole time, yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I know we don't want to replicate the first date, but can you still wear that outfit?
You tried to kiss me after a dog died. Don't push your luck, okay, Darren?
Yeah, Darren, tread lightly. All right, well, congratulations. You guys got a second date.
Thanks. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. And Darren, next time you try to kiss her right before it, FaceTime me so I can let you know if it's okay.
I'll have you on speed dial.
Thanks.